Welcome back to Rare US Coins 1. Today we are talking about one of the most searched Lincoln pennies in America, the 1976 Liberty 1-cent USA coin. At first glance, this coin looks like an ordinary penny that millions of people ignore every day. Most people throw it into a jar, leave it in a drawer, or spend it without giving it another thought. But what if I told you that some 1976 Lincoln pennies have sold for thousands of dollars, and rare error examples can bring even more when they have exceptional quality or unique minting mistakes? Some videos and social media posts claim values like $779,371, but those figures are not typical market prices for a normal 1976 penny. Extraordinary values would require an exceptionally rare error, unique provenance, or other unusual circumstances. Most 1976 pennies are worth only a few cents to a few dollars, while the finest certified examples and rare errors can reach thousands. Stay with us until the very end because we will reveal the features that could transform an ordinary-looking penny into a valuable collector's treasure. If you enjoy discovering valuable American coins, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Rare US Coins 1, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest rare coin discoveries. Now, let's begin. The story of the 1976 Lincoln cent starts during one of the most historic years in American history. The year 1976 marked the 200th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. Americans celebrated the bicentennial across the nation. The United States Mint released special bicentennial designs for the quarter, half dollar, and dollar, but the Lincoln penny kept its traditional Lincoln Memorial design. Even without a special reverse, the 1976 penny remains closely associated with this historic celebration. The front of the coin features Abraham Lincoln. Above his portrait are the words, "In God We Trust." To the left appears Liberty. The date, 1976, is shown on the right. The reverse displays the Lincoln Memorial with 1 cent, United States of America, and E pluribus unum. This classic design remained in production for decades and became one of the most recognized coins in American history. The 1976 Lincoln cent was struck from 95% copper and 5% zinc. It weighs 3.11 grams. Its diameter is 19.05 millimeters. It has a plain edge. Collectors especially appreciate these pre-1982 copper cents because they contain much more copper than modern pennies. Now let's talk about where these coins were made. Philadelphia produced over 4.67 billion pennies with no mint mark. Denver produced over 4.22 billion pennies carrying the D mint mark. San Francisco produced proof-only pennies bearing the S mint mark for collectors. Although billions were minted, only a tiny fraction survive in perfect condition. Let's discuss today's market values. A heavily circulated Philadelphia or Denver coin usually sells for only 1 to 5 cents. Nice uncirculated examples generally range from around $1 to several dollars depending on grade. High-grade certified red coins can reach hundreds of dollars. The very finest certified examples have sold for several $1,000s at major auctions. One PCGS recorded MS-68 example realized over $7,900. The San Francisco proof coins are usually worth a few dollars in ordinary proof grades, while perfect deep cameo examples can bring much stronger prices. Now comes the exciting part. What makes a 1976 penny valuable? First is condition. Collectors pay enormous premiums for coins that retain bright original mint red color. Second is rarity in top grades. Finding a flawless coin after nearly 50 years is extremely difficult. Third is mint errors. These are the coins every collector hopes to discover. Look carefully for doubled dies. Watch for off-center strikes. Search for die cracks. Inspect for clipped planchets. Look for broad strikes. Check for cut errors. Examine every letter and number under magnification. Even a small mint error can dramatically increase a coin's value if authenticated by a respected grading service. Many collectors search thousands of pennies every year hoping to find one overlooked treasure. Most coins are common. But every now and then someone discovers an amazing error coin worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. That is why experienced collectors never ignore old copper pennies. Here are a few tips before buying or selling your coin. Never clean your penny. Cleaning removes the original surface and can reduce collector value. Handle the coin only by the edges. Store it in a protective holder. If you believe you have an exceptional example or a rare error, consider professional authentication and grading. A certified coin is much easier to sell because buyers trust independent grading companies. Many people ask whether every 1976 penny is valuable. The answer is no. Most examples remain common because billions were produced. However, high-grade coins with original red color, unusual mint errors, or elite certified grades are the coins that attract serious collectors and strong auction prices. Imagine finding one in an old piggy bank, a family coin collection, or a forgotten roll of pennies. That ordinary-looking coin could become the highlight of your collection. This is why searching pocket change remains one of the most exciting hobbies in the world. Every coin tells a story. Every coin has history. And sometimes, every coin has hidden value. Before you spend another penny, take a closer look. You never know what treasure might already be sitting in your home. Thank you for watching Rare US Coins 1. If you enjoyed this video, please press the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with friends and family who love rare American coins. Leave a comment below and tell us. Have you ever found a valuable Lincoln penny in your pocket change? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next exciting episode of Rare US Coins 1, where we continue uncovering America's hidden coin treasures. Welcome back to Rare US Coins 1. If you love discovering hidden treasures hiding in your pocket change, then today's video is one you absolutely cannot afford to miss. Imagine reaching into an old jar of pennies, pulling out an ordinary-looking 1987 Lincoln cent, and discovering that it could be worth hundreds, thousands, or even an incredible amount at auction under the right conditions. But how is that possible? Why are some 1987 pennies worth only 1 cent while others have sold for thousands of dollars? Could you already own one without realizing it? Stay with me until the very end because I will explain everything you need to know about the famous 1987 Lincoln Memorial penny, including its fascinating history, minting details, valuable error varieties, grading information, and the current market values collectors are paying today. You may be surprised by what you learn. Let's begin. The Lincoln cent is one of America's most collected coins. Introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln, it became the first regular United States circulating coin to feature a real historical person. For decades, millions of Americans have saved Lincoln cents because every year and every mint mark tells a different story. The 1987 Lincoln cent was produced at the Denver Mint. The small d mint mark beneath the date identifies it as a Denver issue. During 1987, the Denver Mint struck an astonishing 4.879 billion Lincoln cents, making it one of the highest mintage pennies ever produced. Because so many were made, most examples found in circulation today are worth only their face value. However, this is where the story becomes very interesting. Although billions were produced, only a tiny number survived in perfect mint condition. Modern Lincoln cents are extremely delicate. Their copper-plated zinc surfaces scratch easily. Even small contact marks can reduce the grade dramatically. That means finding a flawless 1987 penny is much more difficult than many collectors imagine. Professional grading services carefully examine every detail of the coin. They inspect the original red color, the amount of mint luster, the sharpness of the strike, and every tiny mark left during production or circulation. The better the condition, the higher the value. A circulated 1987 penny usually remains worth only 1 cent. A bright uncirculated example may sell for only a few dollars. But once the grade reaches the highest certified levels, the value rises dramatically because so few examples exist in pristine condition. Many collectors wonder exactly what the coin is made of. The 1987 Lincoln cent is composed of a zinc core covered with a thin layer of copper. It weighs approximately 2.5 grams and measures 19 millimeters in diameter. This composition has been used on most Lincoln cents produced after the major composition change in 1982. Now let's talk about current market values. If your coin has heavy wear from circulation, it is generally worth only 1 cent. A nice uncirculated coin can often sell for around $1 to several dollars depending on its condition. Gem quality examples certified by major grading companies can reach tens or even hundreds of dollars. The rarest certified examples at the very highest grades have achieved auction prices reaching several $1,000s because collectors compete aggressively for top population registry coins. You may have seen videos or social media posts claiming that every 1987 penny is worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. That is simply not true. Always remember that condition is everything. A common circulated coin is not the same as a flawless certified example. Professional grading plays a major role in determining value. Another exciting part of collecting involves mint errors. Some 1987 pennies display interesting production mistakes. Collectors search for repunched mint marks, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, broad strikes, and doubled die characteristics. While not every error is valuable, genuine mint errors can command significant premiums depending on rarity and eye appeal. When examining your coin, begin with the date. Look closely at the mint mark. Inspect the lettering. Study Lincoln's portrait. Turn the coin over and examine the Lincoln Memorial. Use a magnifying glass or digital microscope if possible. Look for doubling, unusual shapes, die breaks, missing design elements, or striking abnormalities. Even small details can make a big difference. One of the biggest mistakes new collectors make is cleaning their coins. Cleaning removes the original surface and usually lowers collector value. Even if your coin appears dirty, leave it exactly as you found it. Professional collectors strongly prefer coins with original surfaces. If you discover an exceptionally sharp and beautiful 1987 penny, consider having it authenticated by a respected grading service. Certification provides confidence for both buyers and sellers and can significantly increase market interest for high-grade examples. Now let's discuss the number that has captured the attention of many viewers. Some internet posts mention figures such as $779,322. There is no widely recognized auction record confirming a regular 1987 Lincoln cent sold for exactly $779,322. Extraordinary values should always be verified through reputable auction records and grading services. Most genuine high-value sales involve exceptionally rare grades, unique mint errors, or extraordinary collector demand rather than ordinary circulated coins. That is why research is so important before believing sensational headlines. Every coin tells a story. The 1987 Lincoln cent reminds us that even one of the most common coins in America can become surprisingly valuable when preserved in extraordinary condition. Billions were struck. Millions circulated. But only a handful survived at the very highest quality level sought by advanced collectors. That is what makes coin collecting such an exciting hobby. The next valuable coin could already be sitting inside an old piggy bank, a forgotten collection, a family inheritance, or even today's pocket change. So before you spend another penny, take a closer look. You never know what treasure might be hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed today's video, please support the channel by liking this video, subscribing to Rare US Coins 1, and turning on the notification bell so you never miss another exciting coin discovery. Leave a comment below and tell us whether you have ever found an unusual Lincoln cent in your collection. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where we continue searching for America's rarest and most valuable coins. Today, we're uncovering the truth about the 1989 Lincoln cent. We'll explore its fascinating history, the rare varieties that collectors desperately want, the valuable mint errors, and the current market prices that continue to surprise coin enthusiasts around the world. Before we begin, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Rare US Coins, and turn on notifications because every week we reveal valuable coins that could still be hiding in your pocket change. Let's get started. The Lincoln cent has been one of America's most recognized coins since 1909. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it became the first regular United States coin to feature the portrait of an actual person, President Abraham Lincoln. By 1989, the Lincoln Memorial reverse had already been in use for 30 years. Millions of Americans handled these pennies every day without realizing that some examples would eventually become valuable collectibles. The United States Mint produced more than 12 billion Lincoln cents during 1989. Philadelphia struck over 7 billion coins, Denver produced more than 5 billion, and San Francisco manufactured proof coins for collectors. Because of these enormous production numbers, most 1989 pennies remain extremely common today. A normal circulated 1989 penny is usually worth only 1 cent. However, that is only the beginning of the story. Condition changes everything. Collectors always search for coins that have never entered circulation. These are known as mint state coins. Coins with bright original red surfaces, strong luster, and almost no contact marks can sell for much more than face value. A beautiful mint state 1989 penny may sell for several dollars. Higher certified grades can reach $20, $50, $100, or even several $100s depending on quality. The rarest certified examples have sold for several $1,000s because nearly flawless coins from this year are extremely difficult to find. One certified 1989 D Lincoln cent graded MS69 red has sold for approximately $8,400. This incredible sale proves that condition alone can create enormous value for an otherwise common coin. But the biggest treasures are not ordinary high-grade coins. They are mint errors. Mint errors happen during the manufacturing process. Instead of producing a perfect coin, the mint accidentally creates something unique. These mistakes often become highly collectible because only a small number exist. The most famous 1989 error is the bronze transitional planchet error. Beginning in 1982, the United States Mint changed Lincoln cents from mostly copper to copper-plated zinc. Normal 1989 pennies should weigh approximately 2.5 grams. However, an extremely small number were accidentally struck on leftover bronze planchets that weigh approximately 3.1 grams. These coins are among the greatest modern Lincoln cent discoveries. One authenticated example sold for more than $22,000 at auction, making it one of the most valuable 1989 pennies ever discovered. Imagine finding a penny worth over $20,000 in an old coin jar. That is exactly why collectors continue searching through pocket change every day. If you own a 1989 D penny, the very first thing you should do is weigh it using a precise digital scale. If your coin weighs approximately 3.1 grams instead of 2.5 grams, never clean it. Instead, have it authenticated by a professional grading service. Another valuable variety is the repunched mint mark on certain Denver coins. During this period, mint marks were still punched by hand into the working dies. Occasionally the mint mark was punched twice, creating visible doubling. Collectors love these varieties because they represent a fascinating part of mint history before mint marks became part of the master die beginning in 1990. Depending on condition and certification, these repunched mint mark varieties may sell for $50 or more. Collectors should also examine every 1989 penny for doubled dies. True doubled dies display noticeable doubling created during die production rather than damage after the coin left the mint. Check the date. Look closely at Liberty. Inspect in God we trust. Use a quality magnifying glass or microscope because many double die features are difficult to see with the naked eye. While many examples bring modest premiums, genuine double dies remain highly collectible. Another exciting error is the off-center strike. These occur when the blank planchet is not properly positioned during striking. The result is a coin with part of its design missing. The greater the off-center percentage while still showing the complete date, the higher the value. Many off-center 1989 pennies sell for dozens or even hundreds of dollars depending on how dramatic the error appears. Broad strike errors are another possibility. These coins are struck without the retaining collar, causing them to spread outward. Their unusual appearance makes them popular with collectors. Broad strike examples often sell for premiums above face value depending on eye appeal and preservation. One of the most dramatic mint mistakes is a double denomination error. Imagine a Lincoln cent struck over a Roosevelt dime. These incredible errors are among the most visually impressive coins ever created by the United States Mint. When authenticated, they can sell for well over $1,000 because of their extreme rarity. Now let's discuss proof coins. The San Francisco Mint produced special proof Lincoln cents during 1989 specifically for collectors. These coins feature mirrored fields and frosted designs. Ordinary proof examples usually sell for only a few dollars. However, perfectly preserved certified examples with outstanding eye appeal may command much higher prices. Proof collectors always seek coins with flawless surfaces and strong cameo contrast. If you're searching your own coins, here is a simple checklist. Check the date carefully. Look for a Denver Mint mark. Weigh the coin. Inspect the lettering. Search for doubling. Look for unusual color. Check for off-center strikes. Look for broad strikes. Search for die cracks. Inspect the edge. Never clean the coin. Store valuable coins safely. If you believe you've discovered something unusual, consider professional grading. One important warning. Many damaged coins are mistakenly advertised online as rare errors. Scratches, dents, corrosion, environmental damage, heat damage, and machine damage usually do not increase value. Always compare your coin with verified examples before assuming it is rare. Professional authentication remains the safest way to determine whether your coin is truly valuable. The popularity of Lincoln cents continues growing every year. Collectors appreciate their rich history. Beginning collectors enjoy their affordability. Advanced collectors compete for the finest certified examples. Error collectors search relentlessly for spectacular mint mistakes. Because of this constant demand, exceptional 1989 Lincoln cents continue attracting strong prices whenever they appear at major auctions. Could there still be valuable examples waiting to be discovered? Absolutely. Millions of Americans never examine their change. Old coin jars remain untouched for decades. Estate collections continue appearing. Bank rolls are searched every day. And valuable discoveries still happen. The next time you receive a handful of pennies, slow down before spending them. That ordinary 1989 Lincoln cent could become one of the most exciting finds of your collecting journey. Thank you for watching today's video on rare US coins. If you enjoyed learning about the 1989 Lincoln penny, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends and family. Leave a comment below and tell us. Have you ever found a valuable penny in your pocket change? You never know. Your next 1-cent coin could be worth far more than 1 cent. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next rare coin adventure. Today we are talking about one of the most overlooked coins in America, the 2004 Lincoln 1-cent. Millions of people have this penny sitting in jars, piggy banks, drawers, old wallets, and forgotten coin collections. Most people spend it without a second thought. But what if one of these ordinary-looking pennies could actually be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars? Stay with us until the end because today you will learn how to identify the valuable 2004 Lincoln penny, discover its fascinating history, understand which mint marks are worth the most, and find out about rare era coins that collectors are paying serious money to own. Before we begin, make sure you subscribe to Rare US Coins 1, press the notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up. We upload videos about valuable American coins every week, and your next pocket change could contain a hidden treasure. Now let's begin. The 2004 Lincoln cent was issued by the United States Mint during the long-running Lincoln Memorial Series. This famous design was first introduced in 1959 and remained in production until 2008. The front of the coin features Abraham Lincoln, one of the greatest presidents in American history. This portrait was designed by Victor David Brenner and first appeared in 1909 to celebrate Lincoln's 100th birthday. The reverse features the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. If you look carefully with magnification, you can actually see the tiny statue of Abraham Lincoln sitting inside the memorial. This amazing detail makes the Lincoln Memorial penny one of the most famous coin designs in the world. The 2004 Lincoln cent is made from copper-plated zinc, weighs 2.5 grams, has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters, and has a smooth edge. The coin was struck at 3 different United States Mint facilities. Philadelphia coins have no mint mark. Denver coins have a D mint mark. San Francisco produced proof coins with an S mint mark. Billions of these coins were produced, making most circulated examples worth only 1 cent or slightly more depending on condition. But here is where things become exciting. Although the majority of 2004 pennies are common, collectors are willing to pay impressive amounts for coins that are in exceptional condition or contain rare mint errors. Let's start with the Philadelphia coin. A circulated 2004 Lincoln penny is generally worth face value. An uncirculated example can sell for several cents to a few dollars depending on grade. Perfect high-grade certified coins can bring hundreds of dollars at auction because they are extremely difficult to find. Now let's talk about the Denver Mint. The 2004 D Lincoln penny is another very common coin in circulation. However, high-grade examples certified by professional grading companies can sell for hundreds of dollars. The better the condition, the greater the value. This is why experienced collectors never clean their coins. Cleaning can permanently damage the surface and reduce the value dramatically. Now let's discuss the San Francisco proof coin. These coins were never intended for everyday circulation. Instead, they were specially struck for collectors using polished dies and specially prepared blanks. Proof coins have beautiful mirror-like surfaces and frosted designs. Even today, many proof examples remain valuable, especially in perfect certified grades. Now comes the most exciting part of today's video. Rare mint errors. Collectors love error coins because every mistake is unique. One of the most famous varieties for 2004 is the double die reverse. This variety shows noticeable doubling on parts of the reverse design, and certified examples can command substantial premiums over normal coins. Other valuable errors include off-center strikes, broad strikes, die cracks, die chips, clipped planchets, misaligned dies, wrong planchet strikes, double strikes. Coins with dramatic mint errors can sometimes sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on rarity and condition. This is why collectors carefully inspect every penny they receive in change. Now let's answer one of the biggest questions. Can a 2004 Lincoln penny really be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars? The answer is that ordinary 2004 pennies are not worth anywhere near that amount. Claims such as $779,323 should only be believed if they are backed by a verified public auction of a uniquely rare coin, such as an extraordinary mint error or an exceptional one-of-a-kind specimen. There is no widely recognized market value placing a normal 2004 Lincoln cent anywhere close to that figure. Most circulated examples remain worth 1 cent, while the highest prices are generally reserved for certified top-grade coins or significant error varieties. So how can you determine whether your penny is valuable? First, check the date. Make sure it says 2004. Next, look for the mint mark. No mint mark means Philadelphia. The letter D means Denver. The letter S means San Francisco proof. Then inspect the coin under a magnifying glass. Look for doubling. Look for off-center designs. Look for unusual shapes. Look for missing letters. Look for cracks or raised lines. Look for strange colors or metal. Finally, never clean your coin. Even gentle cleaning can remove the original surface and significantly reduce its value. If you believe your coin is rare, consider having it authenticated and graded by a professional coin grading service. Many collectors have discovered valuable coins simply by checking the pennies they already owned. That is one of the reasons coin collecting continues to grow every year. Every pocket change coin has the potential to become an exciting discovery. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed learning about the 2004 Lincoln 1 cent, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment telling us if you have ever found a valuable penny, and subscribe to Rare US Coins 1. Today, we're revealing everything you need to know about the 2012 Lincoln Shield penny. We'll cover its fascinating history, its mint marks, its current market value, the rare errors that can make it worth a fortune, and we'll answer the biggest question. Could your 2012 penny actually be worth a lot of money? Stay with us until the end because one small detail could completely change the value of your coin. If you're new to the channel, welcome to Rare US Coins. We bring you the latest coin values, rare discoveries, valuable mint errors, auction records, and hidden treasures that collectors search for every day. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another valuable coin. Now let's begin. The history of the 2012 Lincoln cent. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It became the first regular United States coin to feature a real historical person. Over the decades, the reverse design changed several times. In 2010, the United States Mint introduced the famous Union Shield reverse design. The 2012 penny continues this modern shield design. The shield represents national unity and strength, while the banner across the shield displays the words, E pluribus unum. The obverse still features Victor David Brenner's famous portrait of Abraham Lincoln. Although millions of these coins were produced, only a tiny percentage survive in perfect condition. That is why collectors are willing to pay huge premiums for exceptional examples. Where was the 2012 penny minted? The 2012 Lincoln cent was struck at 3 different United States mint facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, San Francisco. Philadelphia coins have no mint mark. Denver coins display a D mint mark. San Francisco produced proof coins with an S mint mark for collectors. The Philadelphia Mint produced more than 3.1 billion coins, making it one of the highest mintages of the year. Because so many were produced, ordinary circulated examples are extremely common. However, finding one in perfect mint state condition is much more difficult. Coin specifications. Composition: copper-plated zinc. Weight: 2.5 grams. Diameter: 19.05 millimeters. Edge: plain. Reverse: Union Shield. Designer: Lindell base. Obverse designer: Victor David Brenner. Current market value. Now let's discuss what collectors are actually paying today. A heavily circulated 2012 penny is usually worth only 1 cent. A lightly circulated example may sell for only a few cents. An uncirculated coin can sell for several dollars depending on its color and condition. Professional grading dramatically changes the value. Coins graded MS66 or MS67 are much more desirable. The finest certified examples have sold for hundreds and even over $1,000 when collector competition becomes intense. Rare mint errors. Now we reach the exciting part. These are the coins collectors dream about finding. Double die error. A doubled design may appear on letters, numbers, or Lincoln's portrait. These coins are very popular among collectors. Depending on the strength of the doubling, values can range from hundreds to thousands of dollars. Off-center strike. When the blank planchet is not centered correctly, part of the design is missing. If the date remains visible, collectors often pay significant premiums. Broad strike error. A coin struck without the retaining collar spreads wider than normal. These unusual coins attract strong collector demand. Die crack error. Raised lines caused by damaged dies can create interesting collectible varieties. Large die cracks are generally more valuable. Die chip error. Extra metal appears because part of the die has broken away. Collectors love dramatic die chips. Clipped planchet. If part of the metal blank is missing before striking, the finished coin has a curved missing section. These errors can command impressive prices. Wrong planchet error. One of the rarest possibilities. If a 2012 penny was accidentally struck on the wrong metal blank, its value can increase dramatically. Wrong planchet coins are among the most valuable modern mint errors. Why some 2012 pennies sell for huge prices. Many people believe age alone determines value. That simply isn't true. Collectors pay for rarity. Condition. I appeal. Professional certification. Low population reports. And major mint errors. An ordinary penny can remain worth 1 cent forever. Another coin from the exact same year can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars because it possesses one rare characteristic. That is why every collector carefully examines every coin. Could one be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars? You may have seen headlines claiming a 2012 penny is worth $779,373. There is no widely recognized public auction record confirming a regular 2012 Lincoln cent sold for exactly $779,373. Extraordinary values should always be verified through major auction houses or certified sales records. Most genuine high-value 2012 cents achieve their prices because they are top population-graded coins or spectacular mint errors, not ordinary circulation coins. Always be cautious of sensational claims found on social media. How to check your coin. Start by looking for the date. Find the mint mark. Inspect the coin under magnification. Search for doubling. Look for unusual shapes. Check for die cracks. Look for clipped edges. Inspect the color. If your coin appears flawless, consider having it graded by a professional grading service. A certified high-grade coin is far easier to sell. Tips for collectors. Never clean your coins. Cleaning destroys collector value. Store coins in protective holders. Handle them only by the edges. Keep them away from moisture. Use proper lighting when examining details. Study genuine mint errors before purchasing expensive coins. Knowledge is your greatest investment. Final thoughts. The 2012 Lincoln 1 cent may appear ordinary. But hidden among billions of coins are remarkable treasures. Whether it's a spectacular mint error, a nearly perfect mint state example, or a fascinating variety, One lucky discovery could be worth far more than its face value. That's why millions of collectors continue searching rolls of pennies every single year. The next valuable coin could already be sitting inside your change jar. Thank you for watching today's video on rare US coins. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment below telling us the oldest or rarest penny you've ever found. Who knows? Your next penny could be your greatest discovery. We'll see you in the next exciting episode of Rare US Coins.